On June 20th, 2025, Trooper Sheldon Phipps spotted a red and black motorcycle traveling south on Highway 62 with an unreadable temporary tag. When Trooper Phipps tried to stop the motorcycle, the driver sped off.
He's cutting back towards East Chestnut.
Trooper Phipps blocked the motorcycle by gently pushing it with his patrol car, stopping it without injury. The rider, later identified as Brian Rogers, immediately surrendered and was arrested. Records showed Rogers had a suspended license. He faces charges including fleeing, driving on a suspended license, and no insurance. On August 14, 2022, Trooper Kaur was monitoring traffic on I-85 northbound near mile marker 56 when he spotted a blue and white motorcycle traveling at 109 miles per hour in a 70-mile-per-hour zone. As the motorcycle passed, the rider looked toward Trooper Kaur and immediately accelerated. Kaur activated his emergency lights and siren, and the rider began fleeing at a high rate of speed, starting a pursuit.
Taking a ride on the industrial. Stop sign, clear right, clear left. Contact.
As the motorcycle neared Bohannon Road, the rider skidded through the intersection and crashed into the front of Trooper Kaur's patrol car. Ignoring commands, he tried to lift the bike and reach toward his waist, prompting Kaur to tackle and handcuff him after a brief struggle.
Stay right here. Man, I'm locked up. We're going. There you got, man. No, oh, I got you. I got you, man. You're not hurt though, right? You're not bleeding?
Kendall was medically cleared at a hospital before being taken to the Coweta County Jail. He faces multiple charges, including felony fleeing and reckless driving. On June 27, 2025, Trooper observed a silver ATV traveling at 60 miles per hour in a 40 miles per hour zone near the area of Scott Hamilton and Baseline Road. The driver, a black male, was not wearing eye protection. As the ATV turned east onto Avery Road, the driver looked back at the fully marked patrol unit and quickly accelerated through the residential area.
Southbound Jameson. Black male. Silver color. No traffic. About 50. We're gonna go westbound on the Hogan. Or Scott Hamilton. We are northbound on Mize. Eastbound on Morocco. 25 miles an hour, no traffic. It's a black male, green shirt, looks like sweatpants.
The suspect fled through the neighborhood at high speeds, ignoring stop signs and taking reckless turns that caused the ATV's wheels to lift off the ground.
Oh my, y'all don't never want to be nice to nobody.
Yeah, God forbid you run for the police and have consequences.
Trooper gave verbal commands and safely took the suspect into custody without incident. He was identified as Joshua Pitts, who did not have a driver's license. A trooper was on patrol when he noticed a motorcyclist ahead. He attempted to initiate a traffic stop to check his documents, but the rider refused to stop and triggered a high-speed pursuit.
It's going to be a motorcycle on 233 Franklin, 233 Franklin.
The motorcyclist began driving recklessly, reaching speeds of up to 112 miles per hour. His dangerous actions put not only others, but also his own life at serious risk. The suspect even brake-checked the trooper, causing a minor collision, but continued fleeing at high speed. As another officer approached from a different direction, the suspect pulled a deceptive move, tricking him and managing to escape again. The suspect was driving recklessly, swerving through traffic, and even cutting across grassy areas, showing no concern for public safety. But all of that wasn't enough to get away. The officer performed a precise pit maneuver, knocking him off the bike. The suspect tried to flee on foot, but was quickly caught and taken into custody. On May 4, 2025, Troop A Communications advised that Jacksonville Police Department was in active pursuit of a motorcycle on Interstate 57 southbound near mile marker 3. Trooper was positioned on McCain Boulevard at the time. As the pursuit passed the McCain exit, Trooper entered I-57 southbound along with TFC Price to assist.
Get on the ground now! Get on the ground!
As Trooper slowed down to push the motorcycle toward the shoulder, the suspect struck the driver's side of the patrol unit and crashed. While coming to a stop, TFC Price accidentally struck the rear of Trooper's vehicle. Both units sustained minor damage, and the suspect was taken into custody without further incident. On July 15, 2022, Trooper was patrolling westbound on Buena Vista Road, near 18th Avenue in Columbus, Georgia, when he observed a red Kawasaki motorcycle with an improper tag. After activating emergency lights to conduct a traffic stop, the motorcyclist refused to stop and immediately fled at high speed.
Manchester, blue to red light at 17th Street. Clear.
The suspect drove recklessly, turning off the motorcycle's lights and running multiple stop signs. At times, he drove on the wrong side of the road, endangering other motorists while fleeing through various streets in Columbus.
Taking a little ride on Hilton. Coming up at Country Club Road, Country Club Road. That's in Springdale. That's taking a ride on 17th Street. We're right behind a trooper, right behind a trooper. Blue and the red light. Clear.
As the chase continued on 17th Street, the trooper attempted to block the motorcycle with his patrol car, but the maneuver was unsuccessful. The suspect continued fleeing northbound on Veterans Parkway, where GSP Aviation joined the pursuit and began tracking the motorcycle from the air.
Taking a ride on Watsonville. He went through a cut through,
Show me your hand! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Go ahead.
Eventually, the suspect crashed on Meadowview Drive near Country Club Road. Sergeant Holloway and Trooper Mitchell arrived on scene and found the motorcycle on its side with the driver, later identified as Andrew Benson, standing nearby. He complied with commands and was arrested without incident. Benson was handed over to Columbus Police for transport and booking. On August 21, 2022, Trooper Matthews was traveling northbound on Interstate 85 near Buford Highway when he observed a black Can-Am Spyder without a tag. After activating his emergency equipment to conduct a traffic stop, the driver initially pulled toward the shoulder, but then accelerated through the Gore area and merged back onto I-85 northbound, initiating a pursuit.
85 northbound Buford Highway. It's going to be a Can-Am Spyder. No 28, he's taking off on me. 1080 northbound, 85 northbound, passing Buford Highway. Aviation, you able to get overhead? Stand by, taking 400 north, 400 northbound. Coming past the MCCD unit on the shoulder, left shoulder, left shoulder. Got another trooper behind me. Whoever behind me, go ahead and call it.
As the pursuit continued onto State Route 400 North, the suspect drove recklessly, speeding, passing vehicles illegally on both shoulders, and disregarding multiple traffic control devices. Near Lenox Road, Trooper Matthews attempted a channelization maneuver, but the suspect swerved left and sped away again. The pursuit exited onto Lenox Road, where the suspect drove briefly on the wrong side of the road before returning to SR 400 southbound, then exiting again onto Sidney Marcus Boulevard while continuing to ignore traffic signals and lanes.
Exited Sydney Marcus, exiting Sydney Marcus. Looks like we're gonna go right. Back northbound, back northbound, back northbound on 400.
After another loop onto Lenox Road and back toward the entrance ramp to SR 400, Trooper Matthews performed a second channelization maneuver, which successfully ended the pursuit. Trooper Matthews exited his vehicle, drew his issued firearm, and gave loud commands. The suspect complied and was taken into custody without incident. On April 11, 2021, troopers observed a silver motorcycle traveling southbound on I-95 near mile marker 97 with no visible tag. They attempted a traffic stop, but the motorcyclist accelerated on the shoulder and began fleeing recklessly, swerving between lanes, using both shoulders, and reaching speeds over 152 miles per hour, confirmed by radar.
Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead, show me 1080 silver motor.
The pursuit continued with multiple troopers taking lead due to traffic conditions. Near exit 82, the suspect began slowing down and exited onto Belfast-Keller Road. While trying to re-enter the interstate via the on-ramp, the driver lost control and struck the brush guard of a patrol vehicle. The motorcycle slid down the ramp, and the suspect attempted to flee on foot before surrendering. He was arrested without further incident. On February 6, 2025, Trooper observed an unlicensed motorcycle operated by Tavares Mitchell traveling at a high rate of speed on I-630 East, near mile marker 6. Mitchell overtook the marked patrol unit in lane 3, while it was maintaining a speed of approximately 60 miles per hour. Radar confirmed Mitchell was traveling over 80 miles per hour.
55 right up 10, 1037.
Trooper performed a pit maneuver on the motorcycle's rear wheel as Mitchell made the turn, knocking him off and ending the pursuit. Mitchell fled on foot but was pursued. After ignoring commands, a taser was deployed. Mitchell continued resisting, prompting the use of knee strikes and a compliance hold until Trooper Chance Fortune arrived to assist in the arrest.